I want to paint a picture for you. So here I am sitting at my desk, practicing medicine in this dream job that I had wanted in this amazing institution. And all the while, I'm feeling like there's this other timeline available to me, one where I am closer to my kids and to my husband, where I was fit and I was well and healthy and doing things that were adventurous and challenging to my body. I could feel myself engaging with people in a way that truly lit me up, where there were no rules, no restrictions, no templates, no protocols, where I was tapping into my intuitive sense and allowing that to flow through me and offering that to somebody. I was relaxed, I was centered, and most importantly, as I'm sitting at my desk, typing away on a computer, I can feel my heart opening, my chest pounding in the most loving way ever, like true love, true joy. And I could feel these dual timelines happening right simultaneously, right where I was and where I could also feel I was being pulled to go. I want to offer that I didn't know what it would look like. I didn't know how it would pan out. I didn't know how all the dots would connect to get to this other timeline. All I knew was that it was a timeline that was worthy of going for, that was worthy of walking away from a six-figure salary, walking away from the titles, walking away from the committees, walking away from everything I had built my identity to be. It was worthy of that. That's how good it felt in my body. That's how alive my body felt. To me, this is the worthy hard. Welcome back to Whole Human Capacity. And today I'm diving into a 4-part series on what it really takes to get out of the grind mentality and therefore hustle energy. I've talked about what I believe and have come to experience the grind mentality to be that creates hustle in episodes 10 and 11, and you can go back and take a listen to those. But today, and in the next couple episodes, I'm going to really highlight for you the deep layer of inner work that happens that allows us to follow the processes I outlined, right? We've got to have a foundation underneath us. We have to have something in us driving us to create what we desire, to do something when all of the parts of our humanness are wanting to be in comfort mode, right? This is what we're opening up the door for in the next few episodes. And today we're talking about the worthy hard. If you're listening to this and you're like me, we know hard work. Like we know discipline, we know dedication, we know commitment. You would not be sitting at the same level desk I was at that required 8+ years of education, hundreds of thousands of dollars of loans, residency training, right? You would not be there if you were not in the same scenario as me. So I'm sure you have some accolade after your name, some story to tell about the discipline, the dedication, the commitment it took to get there, right? Where you were so committed and devoted to your craft, to becoming the best at what you did, right? That is something I just honor in people, like where you are totally enamored with your craft, right? We know that. We know that level of hard work. But today, I want to offer to you that as much as that was a worthwhile endeavor, I'm going to open the door that it might just have been your preparation to the invitation to the worthy hard, right? This is the kind of hard that is going to challenge every aspect of who you are and who you knew and thought yourself to be. It's the kind of hard that will literally invite you daily to look in the mirror and ask yourself deep questions, including like, do I want to keep doing this? Is this worth it, right? This is the kind of hard that doesn't have to be done. No one's forcing you. No one's making you. It is purely worthy because you know where you're getting your guidance from. It is that feeling I was telling you in your chest, that feeling of love. Your heart is so open, right? It's the divine within you. And it's the kind of hard that is so incredibly optional. And that I believe it has to be optional, right? It has to be optional for you to truly go to your edge to see what you're capable of. And in the process of choosing the optional, right? You experience what it's like to be a human living in your fullest capacity. I don't think we can get there from survival or from having our back against the wall. To live and breathe and feel the aliveness of our whole human capacity, it's got to be optional. We have free will, we have sovereignty, and we get to choose. This is what I feel in other people. And it is the drive that keeps you going when all signs are pointing to it being smarter, more practical, and easier just to go back and give up and go back to the way things were, right? To go back to the desk, to go back to the letters after your name, to go back to the 6-figure salary, to go back to the every 2-week paycheck, right? And there's nothing wrong with that if that's where you're being guided to go. But I'm offering to you, if you are being guided to go beyond that, this level of worthy hard, this deep inner connection is what you must tap into. You must harness and you must lead from if you are going to create a life that is not driven out of the mindset of the grind and out of the busyness, the hustle and bustle energy, right, of hustling. To me, this is the only way. You have to be so tapped into your desire, so connected to that feeling within you, so trusting of your divine guidance to overcome the inertia, right? To overcome the reward cycle in the body, in the brain, the dopamine hits we get of pleasing people and of the accolades and of the satisfaction scores and all of those things, right? That is what is driving the mentality and the feedback loop of the grind, right? So you have to be connected to something so innately within you, so heart-centered, that you have the inertia, the energetic capacity to override that, to rewire that, to rewrite that story. So how do you do this? How do you tap into this energy, to this secondary timeline, right? To this invitation, I would call it the divine guidance that we're receiving. This is the piece where I think if you're listening to this and this resonates with you, you've already gotten glimpses of it. What I'm going to offer you today is how to not let it just be a fleeting thing that goes in and out of your mind and you actually pay attention to it. Because we got one life, people. You have one life. I have this quote on my desk that says, you have exactly one life in which to do everything you'll ever do. Act accordingly. And it's by Colin Wright. And that motivates me. We have one life. You get so much time here on this earth. How you live it and what you choose to do is completely and uniquely up to you. And so no judgment of what you choose to do. However, it's just my place here to say to you that this is an option on the table. And if you're getting this, and if this is hitting home and this is resonating with you, and you're like, yes, I crave the worthy hard. I know how to be in the hard. I know how to do hard things. I know how to commit. I know how to do stuff and to go where no one else is going when everybody else is taking a break, right? When everybody, if you were like me in your 20s where everybody's out partying and you're in the library studying for 12 hours at a time, right? You know how to do this. Except here's the difference. And this just brings tears to my eyes, as you can tell, right? When it's optional, there is this place where we got to do the work now. We got to go to bat for ourselves, right? To pull it in. And so I'm going to give you 4 steps, 4 ways, 4 tactics for how to pull that in. Number 1, get quiet, right? Start listening more and more to the quiet voice, to the whispers. And here's how I've noticed it coming. It doesn't come in flashy terms. It doesn't come in something like magical and mystical. It comes in this very neutral, matter-of-fact, quiet voice you might hear. It may come in just a vision that you see, like I was describing, sitting at my computer. And I just felt this I could just feel myself in a different place, in a different timeline, in a different way of being. And it's not anything that's going to really jump out at you right away. So what I'm offering to you is when you hear my voice and you hear me describing this, now I'm giving you the filter in which to look for this stuff, right? So your brain starts scanning for it. The second thing is to pay attention to your body. When we are very disciplined and when we are very committed, sometimes the trade-off to that, maybe you could even say the sacrifice we've made, is that we trade off listening to our body in the counterpart, right, to actually doing the discipline work. What I'm offering is when you start getting this, and if you want to go into the worthy hard, the discipline becomes different. It doesn't become doing what everybody tells you to do. The discipline comes in listening to yourself, listening to your body. So you take the skill set, you take the master skill set of discipline, but you're applying it differently. You're not applying it to somebody else's goals and metrics. You're applying it to your own. And the number one goal, the number one metric to do this, to live into the worthy hard, to tap into that desire, that deep well, is to listen to yourself above all. You know the way. You are the only one getting the guidance for how to do this thing, how to live this life, how to make that dream, that vision you're seeing come to fruition. Nobody else has done it the way you have. Nobody else will ever do it the way you have. There are some ideas like loose frameworks, what I'm giving you, but I don't know how you do it. You know how you do it, right? This is where many of us who were in professions where authority figures, whether that be, boards of whatever that determined the guidelines for something, legal things, our professors, our attendings, whatever that might be, we delegated some of our power, if not a lot of our power, to those authority figures. So this second step is really putting the authority back into you and your vertically divine connection, right? The guidance you're getting. So the more we pay attention to our body, right? When we start feeling excited, we start feeling lit up, we have curiosity and fascination. Those are all like compass signs pointing you on your GPS of where you need to go. And I would offer, sometimes those are hard for people like us to really listen to and put value in, because we put more value in what the authorities of our industry told us than what lit us up, what got us excited. But in this realm, in the realm of the worthy hard, if you're going there, if you're going to the optional, right, to do what you know you really came here to do, that is your guidepost. It is your North Star. It is literally the compass heading you're looking for. Am I excited? Am I feeling curious? Is this something I'm getting deep inside of me that even though I'm scared, it is the way? Those are the things to start paying attention to. The third thing, go into nature. Whatever environment you're at, maybe you live by the ocean, maybe you live by the mountains, maybe like me, you live in flatlands with some trees and a Lake Erie, like I'm right by Lake Erie, right? I can do that too. Whatever it is for you, because here's the deal. In nature, there are no linear lines. If you pay attention, no tree is exactly straight. There's nothing that is perfectly linear. It is all wavy and flowing and ebbing and moving. This is something that I believe has helped me drastically. When I go into that type of environment, your brain shifts. You don't look for step A, step B, step C. You can make leaps. You can move, you can ebb, you can flow. Your creativity starts coming because your brain is like, oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful structure, whether that be a tree or a flower, a coral reef, a mountain, right? Whatever it is for you. And it doesn't look anything that is truly like perpendicular lines crossing each other. It is 100% non-linear. To me, when you get out of the linear and into the non-linear aspects of nature, it is you stepping into the territory of the divine, right? Where the divine is there. It's not man-made. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being man-made. But here's the problem with that. If you are going into the worthy hard and you're seeing the visions of where the worthy heart is taking you, it means you've not been there before, and likely nobody in your family line has been there before, and likely maybe no human in the capacity in which you're going to do it has ever been there before. And so it's not linear. It's not man-made. It is God-made, or however you want to look at it, right? So to surround yourself in that type of environment is going to allow your body and your nervous system and your humanness to accommodate to that so much faster and easier. And what that's going to do then is allow you to feel your body more, pay attention more. You're going to get quiet easier. You're going to allow all of this to move in a much more grace-filled fashion. The last thing I will offer, step number 4, pray. However you do it, whatever that means to you, and ask for the guidance for what you know is truly possible for you. Ask for the help, ask for the guidance. Ask for the resources, ask for the backing, right? Ask for whatever it is and get the steps and allow you to get the downloads, to get the answers as you get quiet, as you pay attention. You'll get the knowings. Something will come across your path, right? And then you build the trust to trust what comes into your awareness, into your realm of existence that's going to lead you in the direction of the worthy heart. Because here's the thing, the worthy heart is a place where, and this is not meaning anything negative, but it's just the truth, where the common world is not pulling you towards the worthy heart. The common world around us is pulling us to ease and comfort. And ease and comfort is great in some realms, but in the worthy heart, we have to go into the uncomfortable. This is asking you to go to your edge. It's asking of you to do something that your body has never done before. And that is a beautifully, profoundly amazing thing. And especially amazing when you can implement these steps and what we're going to go through the next couple of weeks in these episodes, where you're doing it your way. And it's on your terms. And it builds this strength within you. So if you already have an idea of this, right? If you are like me, when you heard that story I shared at the beginning of the episode and you're like, I know what she's talking about. I'm getting those right now. Like, I know what that is. I encourage you, go back and listen to episode 10 and 11 and pay attention to the next couple of weeks, because we're going to walk through what it really means to do this and how to do this. I mean, this is the work I do with my clients. I am giving you right here, right now. If you want what you need to truly embrace the worthy heart, bring it into your life and do it, I'm giving it to you. And it seems simple, maybe. It might seem contrite, but if you actually listen to what I'm telling you and you take the steps I'm offering to you, everything will change. I am 100% certain of it. And if this really resonates with you and you're ready to dive in deeper now, check out the free gift I've got for you in the show notes, because in there is this amazing free guide that I'm titling The Zero Hustle Way to Create Something Incredibly Big. To me, we can create big things, but to do it when there's no hustle, where you're really tapped in, where you're feeling fully alive, fully nourished, there's nothing like that. And I know how to help you do that. This is how an overwhelmed 6-figure high performer was able to create her big vision without hustling or grinding. And that's going to bring tears to my eyes, because that is that vision. That is that vision I described to you, where it's that good. It is that good, people. The worthy heart will get you to the place where you are like, I cannot believe this is my life. I cannot believe it. This is everything I could even dreamt of and more. So I invite you, go back and listen to episode 10 and 11 if this resonates with you. Be ready for the next couple of episodes if you want more, and take a look at the free gift. It's truly a gift to you, because I know we as humans are created and designed and are meant to be here to flow through us the ideas that we are getting, these ways of being, these things that feel so big and vast, but sidebar, we also know are going to truly help a lot of people. That is what I know we're here to do. And so this gift I'm offering to you is your way to get there. I hope you take it. I truly do. I hope you take it. It's there for you with the utmost love and a beautiful offering of belief in your worthy heart, because I know where your worthy heart comes from. I know exactly where your worthy heart comes from, and it'll take your breath away. So go get it. You've got this. Keep going. I'll see you soon. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for going on this journey of discovering your worthy heart and tapping into it and bringing it to life. The world needs it. The world needs you, and you are ready for it. I just know it from the depths of my being. So if this resonated with you today, and if you are like, thank you for the free gift, thank you for all of this, but I'm ready to go and go now, email me at erica@theawakeningtide.com. And I will reach out to you, and we will set up a time where we can talk and we can discuss what this means for you and how I can help you really tap into your worthy heart, to unleash it, to unlock it, and for you to do it your way, uniquely you, just as you were divinely created to do it. And above all, if this really resonated with you, and if you know somebody who would enjoy this, pass it along, follow along, or like this episode. I'll talk to you soon.